my mother is a Labour supporter,
Right.
but she is increasingly frustrated with the mindsets of the management and the leaders.
What sort of things?
People are classic civil servants who don't have. They're
not. They don't work for the civil service. It's a charity. But what are the things that she objects to? Where does she volunteer? Where does she volunteer?
No, but she volunteers in a house in Surrey. I don't want to go into the absolute details.
Why not?
Because it's not fair for me to. I don't think you would speak for your mother.
You were speaking for hundreds of thousands of volunteers 2 minutes ago. What's happened in that house in Surrey that she's unhappy about?
It's a general.
I just want to. You know how it works, John. I like examples and evidence. So what's happened in that house in Surrey that's upset your mum?
Increasingly, they are bringing political doctrines into something.
For example,
it's not fair for me to speak on someone else's behalf.
Okay, an example from the entire National Trust then. Let's forget all about the house in which your mum definitely volunteers for the National Trust and talk. And I know she definitely does. In the unidentified, unnamed house where your unidentified, unnamed mother volunteers, it would be completely unfair to talk about specific examples because the unnamed, unidentified person in the unnamed, unidentified house would feel that they were having their sort of privacy compromised. So across the entire National Trust, what is the evidence, or what does your mum say, or indeed any of the other hundreds of thousands of volunteers you were claiming to speak for 2 minutes ago, what are they doing specifically that you think is objectionable?
She says, and she maintains that a lot of the other volunteers are frustrated by the mindset.
Yes, and what's the evidence of the mindset?
Their mindset is, you could identify as woke.
Yes, but examples, John. Examples
of they don't seem, rather than be appreciative of these beautiful architectural buildings and proud of their British virtues, they seem to be attacking.
How are they attacking them?
Because they, rather than rejoice in this great architecture we have, we spend our time attacking.
Well, it's not just about architecture, John. It's about the contents. It's about the exhibits. It's about the artwork that's on the walls. It's about the gardens. It's about the statuary. So just talk to me about the examples.
The people that contributed to make it happen.
I know, but you haven't given us a single example yet. Just for the benefit of people who are listening to this, I just want to make one thing clear. Hang on, John. I don't want to keep you from work for much longer. Can you just clarify for the benefit of people listening that you rang me today?
I rang you.
Yes, because a lot of people listening might think that I've somehow rung you and then taken you by surprise by asking you to contribute to the conversation that we're having with evidence and examples and insights, which you are clearly not prepared to give. But our very best from all of us to your mum, working so hard as a volunteer in that house in Surrey.